Batteries are everywhere in today's hyper-connected, electrically propelled society. I bet a battery is powering the device you're watching this video on right now. Do you have low battery status? What if you didn't have to charge your phone again for another month? What if your electric car could travel 1,000 miles on a single charge in 10 minutes, and last for 1 million miles? For this video, we collaborated with a team of scientists to sort through the current battery research and evaluate the most promising new technologies based on performance, practicality, and economics. We waited to publish this video until after Tesla's Battery Day, so we could take their announcements into consideration and have the most accurate snapshot of the current battery landscape. Today, just about every electric car uses lithium-ion batteries. They're pretty good, but ultimately are heavy and have long charging times for the amount of energy they can store. To add insult to injury, the energy density of decomposed organisms destructively drilled from the earth still achieve more than 100 times the energy density of the batteries used in most electric cars. 1 kilogram of gasoline contains about 48 megajoules of energy, and lithium-ion battery packs only contain about 0.3 megajoules of energy per kilogram. What's more, lithium batteries degrade with each charging cycle, gradually losing capacity over the battery's lifetime. Researchers often compare batteries by the number of full cycles until the battery has only 80% of its original energy capacity remaining. According to Elon Musk, battery modules are the main limiting factor in electric vehicle life. In 2019, he said the Tesla Model 3 drive unit is rated for 1 million miles, but the battery only lasts for 300,000 to 500,000 miles, or about 1,500 charge cycles. While energy density and lifetime improvements to batteries appear to be the most crucial issues, there are environmental and geopolitical problems associated with current lithium-ion batteries which are equally, if not more pressing to solve to reach the battery of tomorrow. Current technology also relies heavily on cobalt, an element mostly found in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The mining industry of the world's largest producer is often made up of competing rebel militias that use child labor. Much is illegally exported and directly funds armed conflict in the region. Additionally, the camps often create conditions which drive deforestation and an array of human rights abuses. To handle the predicted demand explosion for electric vehicles over the coming decades, we'll need to create better batteries that are cheaper, longer lasting, more durable, and more efficient. We must also address the issues of political and environmental sustainability to ensure batteries remain tenable in an increasingly electric future. Many questions were answered after Tesla's long-awaited Battery Day took place on September 22nd. The Palo Alto automaker announced a larger, tabless 4680 battery cell with improved energy density, greater ease of manufacturing, and lower cost. The king-size cells make use of an improved design that eliminates the tabs normally found in lithium-ion batteries that transfer the cell's energy to an external source. Instead, Tesla basically took the existing foils, laser powdered them, and enabled dozens of connections into the active material through this shingled spiral. This more efficient cell design alleviates thermal issues and simplifies the manufacturing. Irvine have even produced electrodes good for 200,000 cycles using gold nanowires and manganese dioxide with a polymer gel electrolyte, and many other research efforts are ongoing with other diverse materials. One thing that seems to be sure though is that as soon as it's possible to mass produce suitable nanotechnology, we will be seeing it in our batteries in some form, and quite possibly in conjunction with silicon. Lithium-sulfur batteries are one emerging technology that can offer greatly improved energy densities compared to lithium-ion. The theoretical maximum specific energy of this chemistry is 2,567 watt-hours per kilogram, compared to lithium-ion's 350 watt-hours per kilogram maximum. This is a huge improvement. A lithium-sulfur battery could be up to 7.5 times lighter than its current equivalent. Right now, lithium-sulfur batteries are nowhere near their theoretical limit, but the ALISE, a pan-European collaboration, are working towards attaining a stable automotive battery of 500 watt-hours per kilogram based on this technology. In terms of economics, sulfur is much cheaper than the cobalt and manganese it would replace, and can be extracted as a byproduct of fossil fuel refinement or mined from abundant natural deposits. Existing lithium-ion batteries are made up of an anode and a cathode between which a liquid electrolyte allows dissolved lithium ions to travel. Lithium-sulfur batteries are constructed similarly, except that the active element in the cathode is sulfur, while the anode remains lithium-based. Researchers are facing a few challenges in bringing this technology to market. Firstly, sulfur is a poor conductor of electricity. Typically, the sulfur atoms are embedded within the matrix of carbon atoms in graphite, an excellent electrical conductor. This arrangement is vulnerable to a process known as shuttling, which causes batteries to drain when not in use, while also corroding metallic lithium anodes, reducing capacity as the battery is cycled. Next, and most significantly, the electrodes physically swell up as the lithium ions bond to them. This is more dramatic with lithium-sulfur than existing chemistries, the sulfur cathode expanding and contracting by as much as 78% as the battery cycles, or 8 times more than cathodes typically used in lithium-ion batteries. As might be expected from this kind of repeated strain, polymer or carbon-based supports and binders fragment and can disintegrate as the battery cycles, reducing capacity and performance. One approach to solving this is to bind the cathodes with different polymers and to reduce their thickness so that the absolute change in dimension is not so extreme. Many lithium-based batteries also must deal with dendritic growth, thin fingers of metal which grow away from the surface and can eventually reach across to the cathode, creating a short circuit and rapid discharge. This is the same thermal runaway malfunction which has caused lithium-ion battery fires in the past, so research for coping with this effect can be carried over to lithium-sulfur technology, including exciting uses of graphene and other nanostructures to act as scaffolds for the deposition of lithium. Solid-state electrolytes could also offer solutions to these issues. Lithium-sulfur batteries are not just ivory tower ideas. Airbus Defence and Space flew a 350 watt-hour per kilogram battery made by Scion Energy back in 2014, powering their Zephyr high-altitude pseudo-satellite. Researchers at Monash University in Australia announced in 2020 that they anticipate having a product ready for commercialization in 2 to 4 years which could provide electric cars with a 621-mile range.